Hi, I am Ana Maria, a UI UX designer from Colombia, currently living in Canada. I am the creator of Zolu, a personal AI voice assistant designed for people with ADHD like me. Let me tell you a little bit about how the idea of the building this app began. So I struggled my whole life to remember things. And at some point, I just thought I was messy, lazy, or simple, not good at staying organized. Then one day, a doctor asked me a simple question: have you ever been tested for ADHD? So I took the test and something clicked. Suddenly, all the changes I've been facing my whole life made sense. As a freelancer, I work from home, so it's really hard for me to stay on top of tasks, appointments, and stay focused. So I started using ChatGPT a lot to help me to set reminders and create calendar events, and day by day, it becomes my best ally. So that is when the idea came. What if I could create the ultimate app for people like me? Something that feels like having a personal assistant in your pocket. And most important, ADHD friendly. So in the discovery phase, I start researching and testing tons of ADHD apps. But most of them are either too complex, boring, or just not designing with our brains in mind. And honestly, sometimes we're just like too tired to type, so I just love to use voice commands. I realized I needed something super simple, easy to navigate, calming to look at, because most of the time our brains is already overwhelmed. So I made a list of tools that I actually use every day, like calendar, task list, Pomodoro timers, voice assistant, relaxing music, app blocker for my phone, some of my apps, and I start to design around that. So in the design, I designed the first prototype on Figma. I use some purples and creative tones, some colors that feel calm but still inspire and creativity. For the logo, I choose a lotus flower. The lotus always grow in muddy waters, and yet it blooms. So it rises to the mess, the chaos, the dark, and becomes something beautiful. So it was like a metaphor for me. That feels so real to me, because honestly, living with ADHD can feel like that mud. Messy, confusing, heavy, but we still bloom, we still show up, and we still creating. And the name Zolu is like a mix of the word solo, that means alone, and soul, but I did a twist, because even though we often work alone and carry so much inside our heads, we shouldn't have feel alone. So Zolu is that companion that we need, like a little friend in your pocket, a gentle voice that helps you to plan your day, that reminds you you're doing your best, that brings you softness into the structure. I want the design to feel friendly, intuitive, and light. No distractions, no stress, just you and Zolu getting things done together. There is still a lot to improve, and I already have ideas. For the AI voice, I always imagine Zolu as a calm, encouraging presence, like a sweet friend who helps you stay grounded. At first, my idea was to clone my own voice. I actually did it. I used 11 Labs to create a custom voice agent.
Every film is a story that paints life's colors.
I cloned my voice to bring Zolu to life. In the first prototype, I managed to connect 11 Lab voice with the agent, and I was so excited to hear Zolu actually talk like me.
Hi, Hi, I'm Zolu, your personal AI voice assistant. I'm here to help you bring focus, structure, and calm into your day.
How are you, Zolu? I'm not feeling well today.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well today. I'm doing okay, all things considered, but my main focus is on you right now. Is there anything specific that's making you feel unwell? Maybe we can find a way to make your day a little easier, even if it's just by breaking things down into smaller steps.
But then I realized once the tokens ran out, the voice defaulted to a generic robotic AI, and honestly, it was super frustrating. It broke the magic completely, and I didn't want to pay for more tokens. So I decided to create a new prototype, and this time I implemented the OpenAI assistant directly, and for now I'm using one of their default voices. It's not what I was looking for, but it works. In the future, I would love to go back to the custom voice when the integrations become smoother and more sustainable. Because Solo is meant to feel like a friend and eventually, like me, cheering you on every step of the way. And coming soon, I want to include like some music for focus and like a special like noise for ADHD brains, and the function of the app blockers during work sessions. For now in the design there is just placeholders. For the development phase, I built the first version of the interface involved, and actually I made 3 different prototypes. It was really hard. I didn't know much about coding, just the basic like HTML and CSS. I'm more web design oriented and more UI. The process was frustrating, and as a user I keep getting lost. I felt stuck, and so I asked help to ChatGPT. I didn't have any support from a developer, so ChatGPT was like my angel. It rescued me. It helped me to write better prompts, understand what I was missing, and finally get things working. Honestly, I feel like having like a little tech buddy next to me every time that I was about to give up. Lots of trial and error, lots of bugs, lots of things to fix that I didn't understand, but also like these little wins that some little wins that make me proud, and it works. So still a baby, but it's walking now. This is just the beginning. It's just the first version of Solo. There is a lot of to improve, a lot of to build, but not enough time, not enough tokens. Hopefully I can develop the whole app in the future and help a lot of people like me to be more focused and have an assistant in hand. Sometimes the best ideas came from the messiest places, like my brain, from our struggles, from the things that we wish exist. And maybe, just maybe, Solo can help someone else feel a little less overwhelmed too. No, I leave you with a short demo on how this app works, and I hope you enjoy it. So we have here Solo. Here we have our mood change that always gonna be displayed here. We have a shot. Feeling sad today. Yes. Can you cheer me up? Okay. Play music. You pick. Oh, the music is gonna start here. This section is just a placeholder for now, but there is a selection music here. And then if you go again, so you have this, you can see your progress. You have a calendar where you can see your events, and here that you click here, you can talk with Zolu. Say, hey Zolu, how are you doing today?
Hey Solo, how are you doing today? Remember, it's okay to have a range of feelings. I'm here to support you through them. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Can you help me to set a new task?
Absolutely. What's the task you'd like to set? And do you have any details or a due date to include?
Buy groceries tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Perfect. Buy groceries is now on your list. Breaking it down into a concrete task is already a huge win. Party popper.
So if I go to the task, this is the task here, I can see it. If I click it here, I can see hide this, you can see one task done. Now let's set a Pomodoro timer. Hey, I feel overwhelmed, I don't know where to start. What do you recommend me?
Feeling overwhelmed is tough, but you're not alone. Let's break things down. 1. Prioritize. Pick one small task that's important. 2. Set a timer. How about a quick 5-minute focus to get started? 3. Celebrate. Acknowledge each step you take. Would you like to try a Pomodoro session for some gentle structure?
Yes, I will love that. Please set a 30 minutes Pomodoro session for me.
30-minute focus session starting tomato. Remember, progress over perfection. You're doing great.
So then if I close it, if I go to my Pomodoros, I already started the Pomodoro session. And then I have my task, and this session is not working yet, but it's supposed to like blogs, apps. You can have like Instagram or something like that. Yeah. And then you have the notifications, so you can like you can see that you have some things. You have like a daily motivational quotes. You can clear them all, and then go back to Zolu, and let's add a new function like, hey Zolu, can you schedule an event for me?
I'd love to help. Please share the details of the event you want to schedule, including the date and time.
I want to schedule my mom's birthday for next year on January 13.
Wonderful. Scheduling special events like your mom's birthday is important. Party popper. Let me add it as a task for you to remember. Would you like to include any specific details or reminders?
Buy a present for my mom as a reminder.
Perfect. Mom's birthday is now on your list. Breaking it down into a concrete task is already a huge win. Party popper.
So then you can see it on my list as an event. Can I see the events in my calendar?
I can't display your calendar events, but I've noted the task for your mom's birthday. Party popper. If you need help with anything else or reminders closer to the date, just let me know.
So the events is a functionality that is gonna be implemented later. But basically you can see your events here. And this is pretty much the app for now. Have a lot to improve, but have the timer, and this is basically how it works. Thank you so much for helping me.
You're very welcome. I'm always here for you. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. If you need anything else or just want to chat, Feel free to reach out anytime.